Why is this sticking?
Hey.
There's stains on the couch. Hey.
It's not good, that kind of private room.
I'm gonna try not to think about this right now when we're sitting on these seats. CritWatch, we are back.
We're back.
Brand new cinema,
Man.
upgraded. Do you know what's funny is like we've released one video and they actually don't know what the fuck we're talking about. We have like 30 unreleased videos and no one's ever seen them. And the first film that we are doing for this new channel is Thunderbolts of all
Thunderbolts or the new Avengers?
Can't call ourselves that.
God, thank you. I like the marketing. I thought that was really
the
funny.
New Avengers, yeah, they got crossed out.
They literally afterwards crossed out, called them the Avengers.
They got to try something different now because they've been going through the same model and let's be honest, Marvel's been stale for a while.
Yeah, like, ever since Endgame, obviously. I mean, this is always going to happen, isn't it? You're going to get to a climax, and then it's not easy to restart things. This film, I had low expectations for it.
Incredibly low. At this point, I already checked out on Marvel. I was very reluctant to watch this film. They didn't have a good reception.
They don't have any research for any films.
We showed a little interest for Spider-Man because Spider-Man. But like since then, they've been releasing a couple flops recently. Like I think the one before this was, it must have been Captain America, right?
Yes.
And
wait for it.
That doesn't make sense.
It was a transition film which didn't help the transition.
No. It was definitely miles above what Marvel has been putting out recently.
Yeah.
But I feel like it might be a little too late. This is probably akin to like DC's version of Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah.
So, like literally they put through a mission at the very beginning of the film where, you know, they're all targeting each other, but really they just want to get them into one spot so they can get rid of them at the same time.
It goes around Yelena, which I'm not mad about.
Without purpose, I'm just drifting like a river. Or like an old leaf. Or like an old leaf in a river. Which you think is better? Hey! You weren't listening to me.
Yelena's character, for me, I was getting a lot of connotations of suicide and like depression. She has a dark void within her.
And that's represented in when she goes into that world.
And yeah, the character's called The Void, right? So I think that was the whole idea of the film circling back on itself. And in that sense, it's not a bad film. You know what I'm saying? Like it gives a new emotional light to characters, which Florence does well.
She does.
You feel me?
Although I will say, the majority of people would not have seen that character before. Because when did it?
100%.
Like a majority of people, a lot of these characters in this film,
people never seen that character.
People will only really know Bucky and Bucky. That's literally it.
They wouldn't know anyone else.
No one watched Black Widow. That's where most of these characters come from. No one watched the Bucky and Winter Soldier film show. Yeah, we watched it. I'll be honest, it was a piece of shit.
Stings the nostrils.
There was
didn't like
horrible CG in it. Really,
it's really bad. But
really bad
I will say the best thing that came out of that show was Walker. I did like Walker's character. But I feel like there was a shift in his character. In the show, he earned the rank of Captain America. He done tours, he trained with the Shield. He was a huge fan of Steve Rogers growing up and it like inspired him. And then unfortunately his friend dies and kills someone, right? I don't feel like this film really redeemed him, but I feel like it should have.
Should have redeemed him a lot more.
Yeah,
but again,
they chose him to be the asshole of the group. That's what I don't like about it.
It was a bit weird, yeah.
Job or not, can you have some respect, please?
Hold on a second. Let's be honest, you guys are just cheap mercenaries, okay? So I clearly am supposed to bring you in.
That was funny, thank you. We needed that.
Again, it was still feeding this whole, you know, he's going through something. Yeah, and everyone's gone through something. Yeah, that's what the film was kind of giving.
There's a bunch of depressed characters,
coming together, and hopefully not being depressed anymore, or being depressed together.
Okay, that was really good.
Acting-wise, actually pretty good. That there were scenes where I was like, yeah, actors are doing their thing, especially Sebastian and Florence Pugh.
Yeah, I think she's like too big for this. I think she's won an Oscar at this point.
I'm a failure.
Yeah.
At that level, you're just like, why are you doing these kind of movies? Well, we already know the answer, don't we? Money.
What inspired you?
Money!
I'm not surprised that some of these actors like come back, but if you've got a prominent career outside of it, you find that they just want to leave. That reminds me of Jennifer Lawrence when she was doing Mystique, and she was like, I'm too big for this. Why am I coming in every day to paint myself blue for like 3 hours? By the last movie, you start seeing her like toning down. She spent more time in like a quote unquote human form. So that's why I'm very surprised that Florence Pugh is doing this.
We're getting to a point now where we've got so many characters. So someone's character like Yelena, she's not going to be that many films.
I don't think a character could hold up the franchise. That's the thing. Like, none of these characters can hold up a movie, not even Bucky. Like, I think they recognize that really early on, because like Bucky's not even really the leader of the group. She is.
I liked his addition where he seemed to know how this superhero thing goes.
Yeah, he's been in the game a bit.
He's been in the game, you know what I'm saying?
She has some big
threat. Yes, I got it. Named Bob, or Sentry, who flies.
And he was, what, in like half of the movie?
Yeah.
Didn't have much to do. He was just kind of added on. Like, the problem with the MCU right now is it feels like it's just filled with B characters and C characters. Like, there's no headliners anymore. They've all kind of left the franchise. And when they try and step up, they just don't have the same draw to it.
No, they don't.
Like, that was the biggest problem with Falcon for me. Like, I do like Anthony Mackie. I do like him as that character. But he's not Captain America.
You're right. I'm not.
And I feel like that's where the MCU is at right now.
Yeah, but now, our saving grace now is Spider-Man. You feel me? So
even
like,
then, I don't think Spider-Man is the great leader. Like, he's good standalone. He's amazing standalone. And we like it when he's included in everything else, because Spider-Man has been excluded from everything for like 5 movies.
Yeah.
So like, as soon as everyone saw him in Civil War, they lost their shit.
Hey everyone.
Good job.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, finally, he's part of everything.
Yeah.
But he's not a leader.
Who are you?
Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
I'm going to die.
So we have a villain who's not a villain. I'm not crazy about the villain, not a villain. Yeah, Bob.
I like Bob.
Anyone else have any pointless childhood stories to tell?
Meth addicted, sign, twirling, chicken. It's a summer job. Oh no.
Yeah, Bob, as a humor-wise, and you know what I'm saying, it was funny and fun, but like as like a story-wise, when you introduce a character who's invincible, it's just like, okay, we're gonna go down this other route of emotional triumph.
Yeah, because you can't fight him on the equal footing. Like, we saw that scene. I did like that scene.
Yeah, that scene was cool.
Or just getting that ass kicked, ripping off Bucky's armor and just beating the shit out of him.
Like, yeah, you can't beat him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But a character like that, it raises the question, like, how does this character exist in this universe? It kind of comes like a Superman, I guess.
Yeah, you have to find other avenues. Like, Marvel always had this problem with power balancing in their films. Yeah. Like, that's why Captain Marvel can only come in the last 5 minutes of a film to save the day. That's the problem you have when you have a universe with so many characters and not everyone's up to that level. I would say no one in this team, other than Walker and Red Guardian. Red Guardian.
Yeah.
I like it
Serum guys.
Like at like Avengers level. Okay, Ghost kind of.
Ghost is
kind of phased through stuff. I'll be honest, no one remembers that character. No one remembers that film. I didn't even bother watching the third Ant-Man.
It's Ant-Man 2.
Yeah.
Ant-Man 3. I'm not gonna get into that.
I don't know what to be. Tell me what to be.
I don't know, just don't be a dick.
It's too late. Look at me. I'm such a dick.
It's never too late to stop being a dick.
Brian, would you hand me the fat man's fancy puking hat?
As much as the movie feels forced, it's like they are forced to be Avengers.
Forced.
They're literally
Until that
because there's literally no one else. Spider-Man is literally the only main one that people are actually interested in that actually has a future in this franchise.
Literally the only one.
And people will show up in droves to see it, and I know unfortunately I'll be one of them. But this is what it feels like we're getting from Marvel. It's just slop. It's just characters that people don't really care about, and they just have to make movies. Like Thunderbolts, like to sum it up, it's an okay movie. It's not really memorable. You don't really have memorable scenes.
So Thunderbolts,
I
can't say it's a CritWatch.
I give it a half. Yeah, half CritWatch. It's not a terrible movie. I'm comparing it to the last like 5 Marvel movies. It's alright.
Definitely not terrible. It has some real funny moments in it. The humor's actually quite good.
But Marvel hasn't had a problem with that.
Yeah,
like that's not really the issue. It just feels like a Disney ride. You're just going through the motions and then just end, and you've kind of forgotten about it. Yeah. And that's most Marvel movies.
By the time you go off the roller coaster, you've forgotten about it already, bruv.
Yeah.
And it wasn't good enough for you to be like, let me go back on.
I forgot it an hour after. We had to watch a trailer beforehand because I was just like, what happened in this movie?
Yeah.
And I will forget it as soon as these cameras stop rolling.
Whoa. What happened here?
Okay, come on.
Oh, me too?
Yep. We stick together from now on.
That's nice.